Bonjour, bonjour, and welcome to lesson 7. Lesson 7 already, and we're halfway through module 1. So let's see what we're going to do today. We're going to be asking someone where they're from, saying where you're from. We're going to look at the verb venir, and we're going to be building up listening skills. So let's get started. Now, asking someone where they're from, and we're going to have the usual issue here. When you ask someone, where are you from, you're going to use you. So remember, there are two forms of you, tu and vous. So we need to look at both ways. Here is the question with tu.
Tu viens d'où?
Tu viens d'où? You, tu, viens, comme, de, that D apostrophe becomes D apostrophe in front of a vowel, means from, and où is where. Tu viens d'où? Répétez. Tu viens d'où? Tu viens d'où? And the answer?
Je viens de Lyon.
Je viens de Lyon. Je, I, viens, comme, de, from, Lyon, a town in France. Je viens de Lyon. Répétez. Je viens de Lyon. Je viens de Lyon.
Vous venez d'où?
Vous venez d'où? Now, here is the question with vous. This is the one you're most likely to use. Vous venez d'où? Répétez. Vous venez d'où? Vous venez d'où? And the answer?
Je viens de Sydney.
Je viens de Sydney. Je viens de Sydney. Now, you will notice that in both the question and the answer, we've got quite a few letters E. Remember, they're going to be very weak, so quite often they are being shortened. So it's not unusual for a French person to say, instead of saying vous venez d'où, to say vous venez d'où, vous venez d'où. And in the answer, je viens, you quite often hear je viens, je viens. And similarly, de Sydney, you would hear Sydney, Sydney, as if this E didn't exist. So in the answer, a French person might well say to you, je viens de Sydney, je viens de Sydney. Now, just be aware of that and notice it in the following examples. When you look at them, notice when that letter E is being dropped.
Vous venez d'où?
Vous venez d'où?
Je viens de France.
Je viens de France. Répétez. Je viens de France. Je viens de France.
Vous venez d'où?
Vous venez d'où?
Nous venons d'Irlande.
Nous venons d'Irlande. Here you've got it under the form of nous. We come from Ireland. Répétez. Nous venons d'Irlande. Nous venons d'Irlande.
Vous venez d'où?
Vous venez d'où? So here you heard it. Vous venez d'où?
Je viens de Pologne.
And here again, je viens de Pologne. Répétez. Je viens de Pologne. Je viens de Pologne.
Vous venez d'où?
Vous venez d'où?
Je viens d'Espagne.
Je viens d'Espagne. Répétez. Je viens d'Espagne. Je viens d'Espagne.
Et vous? Vous venez d'où?
Et vous? Remember that et vous? How to return a question. And you? Vous venez d'où?
Je viens des États-Unis.
Je viens des États-Unis. Répétez. Je viens des États-Unis. Je viens des États-Unis.
Vous venez d'où?
Vous venez d'où?
Je viens du Canada.
Je viens du Canada. Répétez. Je viens du Canada. Je viens du Canada.
Et vous venez d'où?
Et vous venez d'où?
Je viens do Portugal.
Je viens du Portugal. Répétez. Je viens du Portugal. Je viens du Portugal.
Je viens d'Angleterre. Et vous?
So here, a slightly different way. Je viens d'Angleterre. I come from England. Et vous? And you?
Ah, moi aussi.
Ah, moi aussi. Moi aussi, quite a useful phrase to know. Me too. Moi aussi. Répétez. Moi aussi. Moi aussi. So here is the verb to come, venir. Remember, venir is the infinitive. It's the general form of the verb before you start using it with I, you, he, she, they, and so on. So let's see how venir goes. I come or I'm coming. We don't make the difference in French. I come and I'm coming is exactly the same. Je viens. You come or you're coming. Tu viens. He comes or is coming. Il vient. She comes or she's coming. Elle vient. We come or we're coming. Nous venons. You come or you're coming using vous. Vous venez. They come or they're coming, masculine. Ils viennent. And they come or they're coming, feminine. Elles viennent. So again, notice the endings here. We're not going to look at them just now, but remember that the ones you have to watch out for are the nous and the vous. They're the ones that you're pronouncing. And in this case, you're also pronouncing the ones for il or elle to a certain extent, in the sense that you're doubling the N, but you don't pronounce ENT. So let's repeat it a few times. Je viens. Tu viens. Il vient. Elle vient. Be careful. Nous venons. Vous venez. Ils viennent. Elles viennent. You may want to take a note of that one and keep it by your side for some of the activities that are coming up. So here we've got venir, but remember we don't want to just say come, we want to say come from. So we want to have that wee word de. And it's this wee word that we're going to look at just now because it takes on different forms. So we're going to look at the different ways of saying from. And if you observe the sentences that are coming up, je viens de Paris, je viens de France, je viens d'Italie, je viens du Canada, je viens des États-Unis. You can see that there's different forms of de. We've got de, de in the first two, but then we've got the apostrophe, we've got du, du, and we've got des, des. All of these are variation of de. Now, based on what you know so far of the French language, can you work out why this is the case? Okay, let's have a look at it. If you need a bit more time, just pause the video just now. Okay, but let's look at the answers. Je viens de Paris, so you use de, de in front of a city name, the name of a location. Obviously, it could be a village. As long as it's the name of a location, you use de. Je viens de France. You also use de with feminine countries. Remember, France ends with the letter E. It's one of the feminine endings. France is a feminine country, so de France. Je viens d'Italie. You use the apostrophe in front of a letter H or a vowel. Italy starts with a vowel, so we use the apostrophe. Je viens d'Italie. Je viens du Canada. With masculine countries, you use du. Canada is a masculine country, so you say je viens du Canada. And je viens des États-Unis. With plural countries, you use des. Again, you may want to take a wee note of this before we move on to the next activity. À vous. This library is full of wonderful things. But where are these objects coming from? Fill in the missing part in each sentence with the correct form of venir and the correct form of from. So you've got to think of two things here. Which part of venir are you going to use, and which word for from are you going to use? Also, I may go a bit fast for you. So if you want to write the sentence, you may want to pause the video in between, so that that will give you time to think about the answer before I reveal it. Ces livres, ils viennent de Turquie. Cette perle, elle vient des Philippines. Ce manuscrit, il vient d'Égypte. Ces lettres, elles viennent des États-Unis. Ce dessin, drawing, ce dessin, il vient du Japon. Cet éventail, il vient de Madrid. Okay, now building up listening skills. It's going to be your turn to do this exercise, and there's nothing like a bit of romance, so let's introduce some in here. You're going to listen to a couple, and you have to write down what you find out about the man and the woman. Any information you find out about them, just jot them down.
Bonsoir. Belle soirée, n'est-ce pas?
Oui, très belle.
Vous vous appelez comment?
Je m'appelle Céline.
Vous venez d'où?
Je viens de Nantes.
Alors, vous êtes française?
Oui, mais j'habite à Madrid. Et vous? Vous vous appelez comment?
Je m'appelle Daniel.
Et vous habitez où?
J'habite à Paris, mais je suis d'origine espagnole. Mes parents viennent de Madrid.
Vous êtes français ou espagnol?
Les deux, j'ai la double nationalité. On prend un verre?
Oui, avec plaisir.
Okay, did you get the answers? Now remember, you can listen to it again if you need to, but here are the answers. So the woman first, she's called Céline. She comes from Nantes. Her nationality is French and she lives in Madrid. Now for the gentleman, his name is Daniel. He lives in Paris. His nationality is French and Spanish. He's got the dual nationality. And we learned that he is of Spanish descent and his parents are from Madrid. So, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Et pour la prochaine fois, we're going to be asking someone what job they do. We're going to be talking about your job, developing reading skills, and that will take us to exactly the end of what we're going to do next time. Now, don't forget to check the French Ignition website. We run conversation groups. If we don't have one near you, contact us and we'll see what we can do. Especially in these strange days with COVID-19, we have put quite a few of our conversation groups on a virtual platform. So if you want to take part, just contact us. C'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Au revoir et à la prochaine.